All right, guys, this episode is brought to you by Major Beauty. Your girl is about to hook you up because y'all know how I do my lashes all the time. And Major Beauty is going to offer $20 off your initial full set of lashes. And the first 6 months, you can also use this promo code HERR20 and you can get $20 off your membership because she does offer membership services. So she not only does eyelashes, she also does permanent makeup, those new henna eyebrows. If you're not ready to go full force on the tattooing of the eyebrows, you can try them out by getting this henna stuff done. I haven't tried it because y'all know I got microbladed eyebrows, but I do use Kiana for my lashes. She is my new lash tech. I'm loving her. She's great and she's super duper professional and you're going to love her little studio. So check her out, The Major Beauty. Make sure you use promo code HERR20 to get a discount off your full set and your membership for the next 6 months, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Her Lounge podcast. We have Marissa in the house. Y'all, This is going to be so fun because when she's here, it's always fun.
It is. And also, she quit her job.
Not saying you're not fun, Rob.
Whatever, bro. Whatever.
You quit your job?
No.
One time. Oh. I was like, wait a minute.
Shots fired.
They called me today. They're like, are you still alive? I'm like, yes, I'm coming tomorrow. I'm coming. Anyway.
I just can't come on Mondays. Yeah. I have another
Mondays,
job.
I have to do other stuff.
Yeah.
So welcome, Marissa. I'm glad you're able to be back on. And we have producer.
Hey, everybody. We lost our other camera, so we only have one camera today.
I watched your 2 episodes.
What happened to the other camera?
He let Frank borrow it?
Oh. And he hasn't brought it back?
No. I just asked him. He goes, not yet.
Oh, man. Okay.
But thanks, Marissa. That's Odd Podcast. If you want to hear me on Mondays. I would have done it today this morning, but I had to go to Discount Tire. It's one of those Mondays where you just can't plan for shit.
I was like going to be here earlier. I told Rob if I can't get in with this lady to rub me today.
When she texts me, you want to do a quote? Because
let me do my quote.
Do a quote.
Start everybody on a good mood.
Yeah. And there's a reason for this podcast, this quote, in case y'all are like, what the fuck is she talking about?
There's a reason behind
today?
every
quote.
There
always is. Yeah.
I like your little stretchy pants.
Is that corduroy?
Those are cute.
Actually, these are regular pants, but they're supposed to look like jeans.
I love them.
They're supposed to have that old look.
Corduroy. Corduroy, is that what it's called?
Yeah, but they're not that fabric. But I see what you're saying.
But they look like corduroy. Yeah.
Yeah, they're from Target.
I love them.
Yeah, I liked how old they looked, and so I'm into that old look. Anyway,
get you a chest binder with new pants when you go.
Don't let social media fool you. There are people with 5 likes that have lots of friends, people with 100 likes who are lonely as fuck, couples who look happy but are miserable, people in debt but who are living lavish. Social media isn't real life. Appearances are just that. Appearances.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I followed this new account, guys, and I think I posted something on the Discord about it, okay? And I think it's called like Evie.
Yeah, Discord be popping.
Yeah.
It is all the way.
It's kind of hit a whole new level.
Okay,
all of a
I told Pete and I told Dawn. I think I had a phone call with Dawn. We had Dawn and I totally had a creative meeting.
Oh, I love it.
I told Dawn, I said, I just feel at least one part of my life is organized.
Amen.
Not the house and kids.
No, one part of my life is organized. And I said, as long as that one part of my life, I'm okay. Amen. Like everything else can be chaos. But if I feel like one thing is striving, like today, I have no idea why. But I was listening to my cardio mix is what I listen to when I jog.
What's on there?
A lot of El Dusty.
Who the hell's El Dusty?
What? He's from Corpus.
Yeah.
He's a local.
I need to look up
but he's
El
been
Dusty.
around a lot. No, I mean, he's like won some shit. Like he's won like a Grammy or he was nominated for a Grammy or something. Yeah. Funny thing is, I had a bunch of his music and then when I was dating Pete, we go to Corpus and he's like, oh, we're going to stop by my friend's studio. And I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. I love his wife. Like his wife is like super duper like trendy. She has a school for girls. Ooh. It's a band. It's like you learn how to play the guitar, the drums, everything.
Like
it's really
School of Rock.
Yeah, it's exactly what it's called.
Yeah.
Chica's Rock.
Hell yeah.
And so it's so
like
cool.
That.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I don't know what we were doing, and then I put 2 and 2 together, and I was kind of embarrassed. I didn't want to look like a groupie.
That Dusty food.
I was like, oh my God, so you're totally friends with El Dusty? He's like, yeah. I was like, I have like so much of his music on my phone. What are the chances? I'm like, it's so weird. So anyway, so yeah, that's Why did I say that? Oh, that's what I was listening to on the way over here.
That's what's on your mix.
Yeah, that's what I was on my mix. Because a lot of the beats are like... Asenet says she signed up for the Chevron Marathon. She's going to try to run that.
Nice. Asenet. Let me know. I want to
It's
do
a
it.
very
full?
short time. Yeah, I feel like...
Is it a 5K? Or it's like
she said a marathon.
Yeah, it's a full marathon. So
It's
that's
a
like 24,
26.2.
26.
Yes,
Okay.
I've done one. And when she told me how
I've only
short
done
of a
5Ks.
time...
I did half of 5K. What is that?
Listen, it took me a... I just got it right.
I used to do those warrior dashes like nobody's business.
I prepped for like a whole 6-7 months for the full, and that's gonna just go ham on that shit. It's around the corner.
When is it?
I think I can't even
Did
go
she say
through
the Chevron?
It's in the cold months.
I
Isn't
can't
it like
even
December?
Yeah,
or
I can't
some
even go
shit?
through the Discord because the conversations are
It's
so
so
long.
it's hard to catch
to
up. You
find
just have to
something.
just
I just
try.
go to the bottom,
I know.
and I
But
read
when
the
I'm
last
scrolling,
5
I kind of
sentences.
go slowish, because I
And then
wanted
you-
to, and then I'm like, oh shit.
I
and
can't.
Then,
And then it says you still have 125 more messages.
It's
to
a
go.
lot.
I said, bro, I give up. I'm just going to the bottom. But anyway, yesterday I found this new account. I think it's pronounced Evie or Evie, Evie magazine. And so it's really like a really cool magazine because I feel, this is my opinion, it doesn't really have a side. It kind of just stating facts.
Ooh, I like that.
And so, but this is me. But if somebody were to look at it, you guys already know what side it looks like they're mostly on.
Yeah.
But it's
Truth.
honestly just stating facts. They're not like fuck Democrats or fuck Republicans. They're not like talking about anything. It's just a lot of facts. So, like they posted this thing yesterday, and I went down the rabbit hole. It says, face filters are more deceiving than ever before. 11 true shocking before and after pictures from Instagram. So this is, you can't really see it, right? But
With the
maybe I'll
Kardashian?
screenshot it to you, Robert.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Yeah.
can put it up in post.
Yeah.
Excuse me. She looks totally different
me
here.
see.
This is the picture that I've seen.
That's Chloe,
on
right?
social media. Yeah. But this is the real picture.
She's ugly even on her pretty pictures.
I
No,
think-
how dare
her
you?
pretty
Don't
picture,
be like that.
She's like perfect.
No.
That's
No.
perfect. That's science.
To someone
like a
who
motherfucker.
likes plastic. Because her face has totally fucking
No,
transformed.
to
she's
somebody
a
who likes
whole different-
proportion.
Yeah. Okay, so here we
The
go.
proportions are spot on.
No,
It's
the face.
just-
I mean, the eyes. You know, the
it's
separation
too
of the
much.
eyes and
Yeah.
the nose. It's all
too much.
It's like perfection. So so when it said 11 true shocking before and after photos, of course I went to the thing and I clicked it to see.
They got you.
So there's like a person on TikTok, which I think is kind of cool that this person is doing this. It's a younger, late teens, early 20s, where she shows you the different phases of a filter, like phases, not faces, phases of a filter. And she does her and her boyfriend every time.
Mm-hmm.
So she shows you the before, and then he even looks fine as hell.
Ooh.
Like she puts a tan on him. His hair's cooler and fluffier. She looks better. And there's these pictures that she's posting, and she's showing you like, this is what we really look like, and they're not ugly in real life.
They
but
just look like normal people.
but
though.
holy shit,
Yeah.
that I was like, okay, so then I was like, what is that app, right? Because it shows you, and it's called
Is it Facetune?
Face App.
Oh, it's called Face App?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Facetune I have, but I've only used it to erase backgrounds and make backgrounds more clear. I only know how to use I didn't know that Facetune, that's why it's called.
Yo, Canva has a little hidden background remover now.
I didn't know that.
That is phenomenal.
Well, no, the background remover I use
Yeah.
all the time with him, but I'm talking about this app will make you, it's a whole different person. I mean, you can even change your hair to look full and like nice and like curl.
yeah, there's those apps where you can put abs on yourself and a chest.
Why didn't no one tell me about these?
Probably best that you did know about it.
I mean, it's amazing. I guess the reason for that is
you can either do it with an app or with a surgical knife. I mean, which one do you want?
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
And
Just don't get caught in public anymore. People be like, you fucking phony.
And here's the thing. The other day I was at the store, at one of them ghetto stores in Harwin,
Yeah.
and someone said, hey,
should've
are you
called me. I love
Chingo's?
them.
Bruce is like, yeah, my
I
favorite.
love those places.
She's like, are you Chingo's wife? I'm like,
I got a name, bitch.
No, it's Shingo's wife, damn it.
I was like, I am. and I looked like I just left the gym. And
'Cause you
We all
did.
look
I
like
did.
Badusi
Hey.
when we're out there in the world.
I had taken off my shoes because I feel like I get hotter when I'm at the gym, and like my feet like just feel, they're not
Yeah.
sweaty, but they feel hot.
Yeah.
So I always bring my sandals afterwards.
Yeah.
I had sandals on, gym clothes. I mean, this bun is pretty cleaned up, but my bun was not cleaned up that day, right? And so I said, this is so embarrassing. I was like, I look awful. Thank God I have fake eyelashes and these fake eyebrows, because
Otherwise, the lady on Harwood would think you're not attractive or what?
otherwise the lady on Harmon would be like, damn, that's a rough bitch right there.
Homegirl busted.
That's
Anyway.
a rough bitch.
If you think about it, right? It's like, I have nothing against plastic surgery, because I feel like if that's what makes you feel better, you should get it done, right?
I concur.
But then when I've had this this is why I'm having it today, because Pete and I kind of had this conversation after I read the article on there. And I want to know what you think, Rob, because you're a male, right?
Sure,
Okay.
yeah.
So females that get all this plastic surgery done, right? When you look at them, right, there's this type right now. And I guess if we want to kind of like
The Instagram
break
type?
it down, I'm going to say the Kim Kardashian type,
Yeah.
because everybody wants the big boobs, the big butt, the
Or
little
before
waist.
that, it was the video hoe or the video vixen type.
But no one looked.
Like Tila Tequila or what?
Whatever happened to
What
her?
happened to Tila Tequila?
There is a YouTube documentary on her that I just watched 2 nights ago. It is insane.
I love
saw
Tila Tequila.
Thumbnail
She's from Houston.
of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
Didn't
like
y'all
the-
go to school together?
Bro,
Who went to school with her?
she was the original like influencer.
Totally original influencer, for sure.
I'm gonna send it to you.
But where is
Please
she
watch
now?
it. I think she's not dead.
She's dead?
I'll look it up while we're talking, but keep going with your thoughts.
Shit. So,
But there is a type now. There is
yes.
this look.
And if you think about back in the 50s, it was the very small waist and these kind of dresses that went out like
Yeah.
this. What is that style called? I can't think of it right now
don't
because it's not
know.
A-line. Shit, is it
Who
A-line?
fucking
I don't know.
knows?
Anyway, so, it was a really small waist. It's when you wore like a girdle, or what do you call it? Like
yeah,
I guess
they would wear those girdles.
so you're like super duper small, and that was the thing, right? And you looked just beautiful, but it was you looked beautiful,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Then times changed. Then it was the 80s, and I think the 80s was more focused on hair and makeup,
Hair was
right?
a big thing.
And so hair and makeup was a big thing. Like, how big is your copete going to be,
Yeah.
right? And if you don't know
Yeah.
what a copete is, it's
Look,
I don't really know what the
honey.
name of it in English is, and
My hair
so
was
I don't
too
know what to
straight
tell
for
you.
copete.
I did a copete. My hair was straight, but then I did get a perm, because that's when my mom went into school.
Yeah.
So then I became my mom's guinea pig. So I had all
Hell
kind
yeah.
of
You
shit in
had
my
it all
hair.
going.
Yo, so I guess I didn't finish the doc. She's still alive, right?
Okay.
So as of 2022, Tila Tequila appears to maintain some deeply troubling views. Though her Instagram was suspended due to hate speech, she spends most of her time evangelizing on her YouTube channel that she claims to be the hidden bride of Christ. Bro, she has
Hidden
gone.
Bride of Christ.
She's gone so like you have to watch this. It's
Oh
fascinating.
my
what
God, I'm
happened
about
to
to
her.
get.
She's
I'm gonna
gone
watch
all
it
the way
later
Jesus.
tonight. That's
Yeah.
gonna be
Okay.
I'm gonna find. Let me find out she went full MAGA too. I think she is.
crazy.
I think.
really.
But don't quote me on that. But wait, so what's the girl? Did I miss it while I was looking this up? Who's the girl that everybody's going for? What's the look?
I think
Well,
it's
she's
just a
talking about the
Kardashian
stages.
look. I think
Yeah.
it's the stages,
Yeah.
like the 90s, and then big boobs were a big thing. That's when everybody was getting huge boobs. Remember, I think that was Pamela Anderson. Even though Dolly Parton has always had the big boobs, right? And the cool thing about Dolly Parton that I feel is that she's always kind of embraced it. Like they clowned her for it, but she clowned herself, I feel,
Yeah.
before you even had the opportunity to do it. And I think that's why no one ever focused on her boobs. Like, it was a focus, but it was like, oh, she's talented though.
Yeah.
And she's like, bitch, I'm gonna get you before you get me. I'm ahead of this. This is chess, not checkers.
Yes.
And so that's kind of how I feel about Dolly
I'm
Parton.
going to Dollywood next year.
Oh my God, I want to go with
You need to
Yeah,
come.
I want
Telling
to.
you, Dollywood's America.
So then it was the big boobs era. So what did you say? Would you say that was all the 90s? Rob was too little.
I mean, I remember the 90s because you had Christina Aguilera.
Well, in the 90s, they were
Carmen
already
Electra.
not like the pop scene, but like the hip hop scene, they bitches were already shaking ass and doing all
Always,
the,
ever since Rump Shaker.
yeah,
But
pretty much.
But butts were not big. They were
that
natural.
gigantic.
They were
Yeah.
natural butts, and you can tell because the bathing suits were even different. They were super high on the leg because that was what was in, and you had to have almost like a long butt. Like those
Yeah.
were made for long butts.
those were made for me.
So you see what I'm
Just
saying?
lose some weight.
I mean, boo. 3 kids.
I'd have a long back, but with 2 little cheeks at the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
What are you, Hank Hill?
You know, just like that.
So there's eras that we go through, right?
Yeah.
Because even before that, you had to be a fat bitch for people to want you because that meant you had money.
You had
back in
money.
the days.
True. Yeah. I think
You
we're
know what I'm
reverting back
saying?
to that these days.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's weird. So now my question is this. So everybody who has done the BBL, who has done the fake everything, right?
Yeah.
The lips. I know that you can dissolve the lips, right? And you can do all these things. Because there was a whole conversation about Kim Kardashian and the sisters have removed some of their butt, and there's even videos on YouTube where they say they're doing away with their big asses and they're kind of going more natural. Okay, but we're talking about rich bitches who can alter and change tomorrow if they feel like it because they've got the
pretty
money.
much.
But if you went and you took out, don't you apply for credit because I always see these commercials. We finance. So if you finance your body, right, and you're paid it off, so now this new look is in again. Do you go and finance again because of the new look? This is no longer the look, so now you're going for this look. And then
There's always going to be people who are going to do that.
so then we go through life, right? But then you hit like 60, 65, 70. Are you still going to keep up with it?
That's why I don't do that shit because eventually.
But I mean, I don't want to have the energy to keep up with it at 70.
That's what I'm saying.
Does
That's
that
what I'm
make
saying.
sense?
It's too much.
Like, I just think it's too much work.
It is.
Even now, like, no joke, after this podcast, I've got to go get my lashes done. And I'm over it. I'm over my lashes now.
No.
I'm over getting my nails done. I don't know what's happening to me or who I am because that's never been me, bro. Never. Like I'm getting to the point where I just want to go ahead and just have my fake eyelashes like I used to. When I feel like putting them on, I put them on.
Real quick.
And that's what I used to do before.
I
But
almost blinded myself putting on fake eyelashes. Do you remember I sent you a video of my eyes still stuck together? I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but it's burning.
this girl, oh my God, it was hilarious.
It's burning.
But the filters that were there to, and I don't know what group of girls or if anybody listening has had these issues with their teenage girls or is starting to go through it as their teenager is going through this. But as a parent, you tell your child you're perfect, right? You look great, whatever the case may be. But how do you let them believe that? Because once they get to a certain age and they can afford to do this shit on their, with their own money, because I wouldn't participate in it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay for them to get anything done. You know what I'm saying? Now facials and nails and all that other stuff, that's different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, you need your facials.
That's self-care.
That's self-care. Exactly. Yeah. But at what point do you feel, Rob, if you have a daughter, so if she came to you and said, hey, Rob, I want to get breast implants, how would you feel about that?
At what age are we talking here?
Maybe 18, right as she graduates high school.
I'd be like, hey, I know you're looking at your mom wondering, are those real or not? They're real. So maybe in time you'll be able to just say, oh, look, me and mom are the same. But no, in all seriousness, I would probably be like, no, it's not a great idea, and explain to her why. Because I know of several examples of friends and acquaintances who had them.
Cindy.
And they've been poisoned basically by that shit.
Cindy, the one that she's a bodybuilder. She's like
Oh, I know some bodybuilders for sure.
IFBB pro. I think she's figure. Really short hair. She drives Jeeps.
Sounds familiar.
Okay, she hangs around with it's that world
Okay, yeah.
of women. And anyway, so she was one of my first people that I met when I was in the bodybuilding world, and she has always looked amazing, right? but she had the fake boobs, and then she started feeling sick, and she didn't know why. And it was basically her boobs, and she's got them removed. Went through the whole chemo, went bald. Now she's got other issues where she can't even grow her hair back.
Wow.
And it's all so now she goes and talks about, and I know that's not everyone's case, right?
Yeah.
It's one out of I don't know even how many, to be honest with you, suffer from these issues, right? After you get this done. But my question is, it's like, where's the and that's, to be honest with you, that whole mommy makeover, right? Yeah, I have the money to go get it done, but I always say, I'd be that fucking one
Me too.
person that some shit goes wrong. That's why I'm scared, because
I know.
I'll need to get a hernia repaired. No, like my shit is awful. Like and it's funny because I was lifting weights the other day and I just felt like where it pops out of place, and I'm just like, okay, I got to go to the bathroom now. Let me push it back in.
Yeah, dude, I could put like 2 fingers in Dawn's like hernia crevice.
Yes, exactly.
Like her abs are just like split down the
They're
middle.
split. So are mine. And so that has to be fixed. That needs to be sewn together now. And then then the hernia needs to be repaired. And then I'm going to get a partial hysterectomy. And then I'm going to get my skin removed. How much more shit can I put up? I don't know that my body can do anything else.
And that all seems pretty necessary versus going under the knife for like boobs and a face that looks like my Facetune app.
I mean,
But
I think about that, and that scares me just to get that done.
I just hate surgery. I hate
Me
hospitals.
too.
Yeah.
I just
Same.
I don't know,
and it makes me nervous. And Pete's like, well, if you'd get the blah, blah, blah. And doing one helps the other, right? So I told him, I said, listen, when I get to the weight I want to be, that's when I want to take care of everything all at once. Because I don't want to get the hernia fixed, right? And then I'm going to have to turn around and go back to get the hysterectomy. And then I'm going to go back to get the skin removal. I mean, damn, I can't do it. Like, it's just going to have to be all at once.
no way, all at once.
I'm going to have to do it all at once. I can't. That many times be out of commission.
And people get liposuction like nothing every day. I mean,
Yeah,
there was
a lot of people.
there was a interview I was watching, and they were interviewing Cardi B, and it's like a sex-based podcast. So they were asking her, when do you...
The clitoris, is it that one?
No, it
Clitoral
was
or some
I
shit?
can't remember what
The
it's
podcast
called.
is called the clitoris.
Yeah, it's a podcast. I call it. I follow them on
can't
Instagram,
remember.
and they talk about some crazy shit.
I can't remember, but I hate the fucking host. She's annoying, but only I watched it because it was Cardi B. But she says they asked her, when do you not have sex? When is a time when is it your period? Is it? She's like, no, liposuction time. That's when I stop having sex. And it sounds like it's just something that...
But does she get laser lipo? Because laser lipo, you can come in and out. But isn't the other
It
lipo
sounds
more
like
invasive?
she would take downtime.
Oh shit!
So maybe she was doing the
invasive
you
one. The
know?
more. Oh.
Some people just do it as like it's normal.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
fucking normal.
when you have money like that. I mean, I guess
I just couldn't.
I don't know. I can't sit for a long time, so I'm gonna go back to when I had a C-section. The C-section part was not what was miserable to me. It was not being able to move was what miserable to me.
Yeah.
Not being able to
And it
do
hurts
stuff,
to move.
depending on people. Exactly, because it hurts. I don't ever
I just
want to
wanna
go
poop.
through that. Yes.
I just want to poop in peace.
Jesus,
I just don't want to
help
go through that. So it's like one of those things where you think about how people go through this, right? And isn't it weird that I know plastic surgery has been around forever. I know that. So for anybody listening who's like, it's nothing new. I know plastic, but it's new at how common and every day it's happening.
Yeah.
Every day. Like, and it's like, I mean, I'll see someone and the next thing you know, I'm like, they just get cheeks put in? Like, why are their cheeks higher now? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
That bitch got cheeks put in.
and then you'll see them again and it's like, oh shit, their nose is way more cuter now. Like, what happened here? You know what I'm saying? It's like, at what point is enough?
And people get surgery when they don't even fucking need it, bro.
I know.
You were about to say an interesting statement, though. When is enough enough?
When is
Yeah.
enough?
There's
Yeah.
no such thing.
Because if tattoos are addicting, because I'm a product of that, I'm guilty. I mean, I got one and literally, like it was a month later, I got another one. I honestly stopped after my foot. That was the one. It was so painful. I was like, yeah, I'll do without a tattoo for a hot
That's how
minute.
plastic surgeon people are, right? Like they get one, like, oh, I got to get this, and then that, and then this.
That's
what I'm saying. And these are tattoos. So I'm saying, I don't know. Like, I want Botox for my birthday, right? I've talked about this, and I'm waiting until my birthday to do it. But I've talked to so many people about horror stories, but I think they're fillers. It's more their horror story, not the Botox, where they do the wrong shit, and now they're having to dissolve lips and dissolve cheeks. And
Well, since so you asked me as a guy question, let me ask you guys as ladies questions. Can we also talk about the fact that vanity is a thing? It's also important. Like looks are way more important than a lot of people these days want to admit they are. Especially for women.
That's
Let's be
actually
real.
what I talked about on there. It's like social media, that's one of the things they talked about. It said social media has made appearance so important to where it causes so much. That's why they were saying that there's a reason why there's more little girls with social anxiety,
And I can
self-esteem
see that, man.
issues.
I can see that.
So they were basically the purpose of the article was that it was like all these filters, all these fake images, and everything you see on social media is fake, causing us normal people who are out here, right, to be like, well, fuck, I got to get that done. That's the latest thing. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or this is happening. I should probably be looking like this, And it's like, how do we as parents, or how do you as a just no parent, even if you're just a young person listening, right? How do you navigate through life with thinking, well, fuck it, my nose is what it is. It is what it is. Like, this is the nose God gave me. Like, we've all were
never felt the
accepting
pressure to look a
I've
certain way.
never felt either. I don't
think
now.
I ever cared that much.
Well, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've always
You're like,
looked
fuck
homeless when
everybody.
I go to the
All right,
store.
fuck everyone.
Like,
Marissa just walks around with her middle fingers in the air to everybody.
fuck everybody.
Or in sign language, that's how you do. Fuck all of y'all. You just go like this.
Is this a big circle?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'll never forget one time. I knew how bad I looked when I had gone to the store. I had a large white t-shirt. I was probably about 19. Some gray sweatpants. And remember how everybody used to wear polo boots?
Totally.
Oh my god.
And I had polo boots.
Unbuckled. 'Cause that was the
they
thing
were
to
all
do.
fucked up. I went in there looking so busted, and I had toothpaste on my pimples. I had 2 pimples, and I put
Oh my
toothpaste.
God.
Somebody asked me for my fucking number. I was like, this guy must be fucking desperate.
They were
but
like, this bitch will do anything.
But I hope he calls me.
But also, I hope he calls me. Yeah.
You just can't care. Somebody's gonna like it.
I mean, it's like sometimes even when I wake up in the morning and I look at myself, I'm like, man, poor Pete.
Give me high five.
Well, y'all got daughters,
I tell
right?
myself that too. I'm like, poor Rome.
I'd be
Poor
thinking, I'd be like,
Rome.
oh man, poor Pete. I look like a fucking hot mess. I used to be so cute. I know.
I know.
I know the person you originally
I know.
married was super
I
cute.
know.
And I tell myself, bro, I said, you don't want me to get back in shape. I said, wait till that happens. It's me again. He's like, okay. He doesn't say anything. I said, I know you want to say, hell yeah, I'm waiting. But
He just rolls his eyes and walks around like, okay, I've been doing that for 7 years.
Meanwhile, Rome keeps buying exercise equipment. He's like, here, look, I put this right here. Right here. I'm like, okay, bitch, I've already went in the garage 2 times.
It's in walking distance and
So,
twice in 2 months.
you know what I'm saying?
It's funny. So, it's
I
like,
get it.
Yeah. You didn't got to tell me.
Jesus.
No more hints, please.
I got your subscription to Peloton, okay, the full year.
Oh man, I wish I had a Peloton, but again, I don't
You
think
wouldn't
I
do
wouldn't
it.
do it. I wouldn't do it. I know I wouldn't because I have to watch someone. Oh my god, y'all! There's this girl at the fucking gym.
It's stuck on the chair if you want to bring it around the chair.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
There's this girl at the gym. I just want y'all to know. And the reason I know her booty is real is because she's got the flat boobs,
Yeah.
and usually
It happens that way.
usually God only gives you one. There's very few that get gifted with 2. You know what I'm saying? With both.
few.
You
Like
don't. You
Dawn.
don't.
Like Dawn.
It's true.
There's not everybody that gets both.
It's true. It's true. Some say it's some of the best, top and bottom, front and back.
Woo!
And so everybody's not gifted, but she's got the most amazing body, and then she's cut, so she comes to the gym. She's pretty swole for
Yeah.
Is she older?
Nah, I'm gonna say she's probably like late 20s, early 30s.
Oh, she's confident as fuck.
So
Yeah.
no more than 32 and no younger than 25.
Yeah.
But she's super cut at the top, and her legs and her quads are ginormous, which the quads cause the booty to look even bigger.
Right. Wouldn't you say if you keep your small boobs by 25, you're probably going to keep them? You don't care. Like, you're good with them?
That was me.
Yeah, right?
That's probably the one thing I hate the most right now about my current situation.
Is that your boobies are gigantic?
Yeah. Yeah, I hate
I don't
them.
think they're gonna go away.
No.
You told me that last time, Marissa. And I
Yes.
just kind of wanted
It's been over a year now.
I just wanted to
They're-
cry.
they're there to
I just wanted to
stay.
keep running and cry and hope that they just melted away as I was like running. Please melt
my
away.
God.
Go, go, go,
They're
go.
not gonna melt.
Oh my
We're
God.
melting. We're melting.
But I guess if you got like shredded, they probably would. It would go from there
is.
first. Yeah.
And that's why Dawn and I were talking about like where we want to be, where she wants to be and stuff. And I was like, so I've set a simple goal of 15 pounds by my birthday, which is 5 pounds a month, right?
Okay.
So it shouldn't be a problem. I'm not trying to do 15 a month. I think 5 is totally doable a month, right? So I told her then once I get to drop those 15 pounds by my birthday, then the last 2 months, I want to go even super strict so that I can go ahead and cheat for Thanksgiving, right? Just that
Amen.
one day,
That's
and then
necessary.
recover, and then cheat again for Christmas. And then because here's the thing. Remember I was just telling you earlier, Rob, like I was like, I know if I stop, I wasn't going to go to the gym today because my leg is hurting, like I was telling you
Yeah.
earlier. And so I was like, fuck that. I'm going to do the upper body, and I'm still going to do something because one day,
Yeah.
and then it's like, fuck
It can
it. I
throw
didn't
you
go
off.
yesterday, so
Yeah.
I already fucked up my week. I know this is me. I already know how I think. I already messed up my week anyway. I didn't go yesterday, so why am I going to go today? It's not equal. And then, and I'll start making up things
Yeah.
in my head.
Yep.
So it's right. Like I remember I posted a video the other day and about the struggle about, this is why I contemplated about even trying to document my journey was because there's always someone that has to make that one comment. And it was this one person. And she said, just go under the knife, sis.
So it's the same person that you thought was gonna say something? Or
I'm
this
just
was
saying
just
the
a
last
random
time,
person?
random.
This
I
was
don't know
some
who that
random-
is.
okay.
Yeah. And so she made that comment. I was like, yeah, I know I can just go under the knife, sis.
But you
it's
don't.
real
You know
simple.
you don't have to document your journey though.
But
You
I
can
want to
keep that
do
to
it.
yourself.
I know, but I want to
Okay.
because here's why. I want for my girls to see, okay, if I want to get plastic surgery, I guess that's an option for me. But damn, my mom had 2 kids, you know what I'm saying? And she was able to get, back to a decent
Yeah.
looking person, without having to cut herself open,
YouTube is a new home videos.
It is home videos. That's where I document everything.
I know.
Because I have videotapes that my dad did of like my dad. I think that's where I get it from.
I don't have a
dad,
He was
single
always
one.
recording.
I don't have one.
My dad. I still have his camcorder. I mean, it's the biggest thing you can think of, and he was always recording, always. And so that's kind of where my documenting comes. I was trying to remember if Penny said any words by this time, because Sunny doesn't really say anything right now except for teta, hola, and that's about it.
That's it.
And so I was doing Sunny's baby book. I was like adding the pictures, and then I looked at Penny's, and it said on there like, what am I currently doing or something like that, and it says I can count to 3. So Penny was saying 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
and
Penny's
Sunny is
fucking
just
advanced.
saying what's up,
Taking
and
sweet ass time.
And Teta.
Yeah.
She's like, bitch, y'all gonna have to wait on me, bitch.
she is because she ain't trying to walk either. She don't want to. She don't care to. She's like,
Pick me up.
Pick me up. Exactly.
Pick me up.
I'll
now.
grab all. She goes grabbing around everything. She grabs on, walks around, holding on the couch.
Yep.
And then
Oh,
it's like,
man.
okay, who's gonna come get me? So it was funny though, but I guess that's the reason why I feel like I don't want surgery. And then I was like,
The only thing I can't stand about these bitches who get surgery are the ones who they get surgery, right? And then they become gym rats. And they're like, yeah. And then I was like, bitch, you did not work hard to look like that. Now you got to maintain the shit.
Well, at least they're doing that.
But
excuse me.
Whoa.
don't fake the funk, bitch. Please
Yeah, I
don't.
hate whenever they claim that the squats is what got them that ass.
like,
Oh, if they
just
deny
tell
it,
the
it's
we
different.
truth.
know,
Yeah.
guys, we know that that's not a squatting ass. Like, if you're into fitness, you know what a squatting ass looks like and what a fake ass looks like, and
Yeah.
It's different.
It's totally different. It's actually attached to the rest of your leg. You know
Cut
what
to
I'm saying?
summer 2023. Y'all both gonna be onto the knife. Like, you know what? Let's get this booty. Let's get this.
I know for a fact I'm getting skin removed. I'm not having I'm not having it. I'm not doing it. I'm not having a sack. I see it already. It bothers the crap out of me from where my stomach is dropping from the top to bottom. So you see what I'm saying? So everything's going flat up here, and then it's like, and I just like,
Yeah.
just
I think
gag.
that happens when you have a C-section. Though.
Yeah, doing the inverse would be
It's
kind of hard.
different.
Not gonna get smaller
different.
down up.
Like
What?
the stomach
Oh,
doesn't just like it kind of has like a sag. To
Yeah, it
until
totally
you
has
lose
a
the
sag.
weight, and then you don't really kind of.
Well, yeah, it's like you had a sack and then you deflate the sack. It's just gonna go down.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why it's going to get removed because I'm not having that skin. So, but I don't want to do it too early to where it's like, oh shit, I still have a few more pounds to go. So my goal weight is about 140, 138. That's
Yeah.
where I like to be.
Me too.
Because I still see my muscle definition and, there's still like, you can see my little pumpkins and I'm down
and
for
you feel
that.
comfy.
I feel good, you
Yeah.
know? So once I get there, then that's when I'm going to visit the removal of that skin.
Amen.
And then I'm going to have to also coordinate getting the hernia fixed
Mm-hmm.
and hopefully getting this hysterectomy done at the same time. Bye.
Well, get yourself a house manager to put it all on the calendar for you.
Yeah,
like I
right.
did.
Marissa got her a house manager, y'all.
What?
She's been helping me, and I'm so grateful. And it's just
You
little
feel
things
like
that
what I
can't
feel
do.
like for Dawn right now.
Ah.
It's just things that I can't do. My Microsoft Office, whatever, it expired. I don't know how to fucking do that shit. It took her an hour and a half. But it got done, and I didn't have to do it.
Bro.
And then she figured out the podcasting stuff that I couldn't figure out. She did it. And it doesn't hurt that she's only 20, because she knows that shit.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Lucky dog.
So you
So
found yourself a nice 20-year-old intern here.
Yes, she's fucking amazing.
Paying
I
her
love
peanuts, doing everything for you.
I love that bitch.
Do you know her?
She is my friend's daughter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and my
Wow.
friend trained her well.
You said she makes her pretty responsible, right?
Yes,
So that's
she
why.
reminds me of you when you're a little young tenderoni, just doing the books for your mom. Like, that's
Wow.
what she does.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's crazy.
That's how the future, grows up to be a good
You
future.
know? I'm like, I know you probably think bad of me, but
But can you paint my nails?
it's okay.
Can you do my
it's
toenails?
not
Marissa, you
okay.
can start telling her to paint your toenails.
Well, so
Can you help me fold?
So tell us what she does.
Tell us what's the reason behind getting what do you call her, by the way? Let's start with that.
A house manager.
A house manager?
That's actually a real job, Rob.
House
Yeah.
manager? That's what the wife is. a house
Totally.
manager.
She printed
There's
out.
actually a house manager.
Yeah.
It's a job.
She went on Isaiah's school
I've
website.
never heard that, but I'll let it go.
She went on Isaiah's.
No, like rich people. That's what they get hired
I'm not
for.
rich, just so y'all know.
What's a nanny? What's a nanny versus a domesticated,
Okay.
house helper versus a manager?
So I told you someone corrected me. One of the nannies corrected me and
Yeah,
said,
she's
"Don't
like, no,
At the play
that's a
place or what?
babysitter." Yeah,
That's a nanny.
It's just like babysitters come
Oh.
for 2 hours
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
go. Nannies are the ones that are with your kids. Which for me, using the word nanny is weird. But a nanny corrected me.
Yeah.
At a ballet one
like,
time.
"Yeah, she ain't no
She's like,
nanny."
"Bitch, we are not babysitters. Like,
Oh.
nanny. You have some people like nannies have degrees, bro.
Oh yeah, they speak
It's like
different languages. They're like
child development, but they're like they get a degree in child development or something.
Yeah.
It's almost like teachers. My girlfriend's nanny is a nurse,
yeah, that's crazy.
so and that's her nanny, but she's also paying her.
yeah,
She's a nurse, she's a registered nurse.
Yes.
Wow, wouldn't you want another name than a house nanny? Like I'm a
Well, she's a
house
nanny,
nurse.
and she
I'm a house
is
nurse.
proud to be a nanny.
Yeah.
She's a nanny,
They love it,
and
I guess.
she. Well, I think it's because it's an actual and it's actually something that's being also done in schools now, where your degree in child development or child education, whatever, can be a thing that you can kind of I guess specialize in is
Yeah.
nanny. Okay, so check this out. So going back to Marissa's thing, I go to Sunny's. She has a little a gym class, right? Remember I was telling you to take Marissa there. So she has a gym class, and there was a mom with another girl, and she was in scrubs, and I was like, oh man, I wonder if there's something wrong with her baby. You know what I'm saying? But there was she looked totally normal to me. And so then I'm just sitting there, and I happen to end up being right next to them too. And she's telling her, so what's going to happen now? So you see how she's around other kids. This helps with developing, blah, 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 blah. She's like, explain to her. And I'm like, what's happening here? So then I'm watching her. And so she's like, it's important that we both interact with her when we're here, so that when you're not here and I'm here, she knows that I'm nanny, your mom.
Yeah.
So they were there working together, but she was the one teaching the mom, which I thought was kind of like, I mean, there's no
feel
handbook
like I need somebody to teach me. Like, tell me what to do, bitch. Because I am fucking up on all fronts.
So yeah, she totally had a lady there as her nanny, but she was totally going through everything, like why she picked up why she played with the object a certain way, because da, 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 da. And I was just like, where do you hire this person?
Yeah.
Like, what is this, a job, occupation?
Well, she printed out the calendar for Isaiah's school, put that all on the calendar, on my calendar. She did it for Aiden's school, put all the holidays and all the early... How many times I've been called that it was early dismissal and I didn't even know? Or that the school was closed and I didn't even know.
Yeah,
I got to get Marissa's. I just got my payment schedules for both of the boys. That's going to go on the calendar. She's going through my emails. It's just a lot of shit, a lot of stuff that has been...
So is she there every day?
No, she only comes once a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And organizes everything
and
for the
if
week.
I need her more, she'll come twice.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And she handles scheduling and what else?
Just scheduling right now.
Just scheduling
Just
right now.
scheduling. I still have more dates she needs to put on the calendar because now I got the payment schedules that I just got. So it's just calendaring for right now. I had her call the city for me to find out about the plumbing for the possible container. And that was a big help because it's something that I didn't have to do. And she kind of knows how to deal with that because her mom owns a mechanic shop. She owns a cantina. And, you know, she's dealt with those people before, so that's helpful. Anyway, so yeah, just anything that I can think of, she helps with. So.
Wow.
I want to kind of segue into another topic I wanted to ask you guys. Have you heard of DeSantis's approach to teaching and like recruiting new teachers in Florida?
No.
Where he's trying to, or in 2023, he's going to try to get the legislator to basically pass a law or pass new amendments to where active military and retired veterans can use military credits towards like educational credits to become educators if they want to help fill the void of like the lack of teachers. Okay. And you're seeing, reports and articles from like MSNBC of like why this is a dark path for teaching in Florida, having exactly. So I didn't know if you guys had read any or heard anything about that, or if you had an opinion on it. Well, it's just that it's just like they're painting it as
what is their reason for saying that it's a bad idea? What are their arguments?
They didn't go through everything that a regular teacher would go through. They're using military credits as substitutes for like educational credits, and that's not the right path.
You're still getting an education, just not in a institution. You're learning things when you're out there. Yeah, serving this country or whatever it is that they do.
Yeah, and it's active, it's retired, and it's first responders as well. Like if you want to be a teacher.
And here's the thing. I already have an opinion about how they don't do enough for our military after they leave.
Already know.
I already have an opinion about that, and that really upsets me a lot.
It should upset everybody.
It does because
behind the corporate welfare, which is the biggest social, whatever you want to call it, in the United States that gets funding from taxpayer dollars, it's corporate welfare first, then the military industrial complex right after. There's money.
But here's the thing.
Why are they not using it?
And military have to do so many extra things to make more money. And they're the people who put their lives at risk.
Yep. They come back with no limbs.
And then their families, their kids grow up without their parents, with both parents in the household, they're used to a different lifestyle where they may be moving around all the time, to accommodate, to be able to make more money. Because sometimes these men have to change jobs to make more money for their families.
Isn't
You
it
know what I'm
crazy?
saying? And then that requires them to move to another state or another country. It's a lot. And that's something that I wish somebody would say they would do different. I really hope DeSantis tries to do more with the military. And I don't think that we should be paying for the transgender operation when you're in the military.
Yeah.
Bitch, that is your own problem. Like, you want to transition, that is your own problem. Don't make it the military's problem or the fee.
When that funding can go to, that money that they use can be reallotted to actually giving the people who come back from war
Exactly.
the support that they need,
Exactly.
a place to live.
It's just, I don't have a problem with that. Do you, Rob?
Not at all.
I
no.
don't either. That's
No, I
If
want-
anything, I think they can teach a lot of shit that,
Yeah, there's going to be a different approach to discipline, I'm sure, and just a different approach to teaching. And so I just started reading about it, so I'm going to read about it this week and talk about it later on RPT. But, the MSNBC article is, Florida's struggling to hire teachers, and the Republicans are using regressive influence in the state's education system. And then it says DeSantis' administration refuses to look inward. Why so many teachers have left their jobs? And I wonder if you guys can guess why teachers have left. Like in Houston, they need 1,000 teachers this next semester.
Yeah.
So instead of pushing a dubious quick fix, hiring military, they're pushing instead a dubious quick fix of hiring military veterans without teaching degrees. So I guess any reason to find an opposition to a conservative or Republican approach.
at this point,
I don't think it's a bad idea.
I don't think so either.
I mean, I don't know the details of how he's going to get it done, but I think it's a step in the right direction. If that's what you're trying to do, is make up for the teachers that you've lost.
Yeah, right, you could at
Don't
least say
come
that, right?
back.
Like it's a step in the right direction. Like we need 1,000 teachers. What do you want to do instead?
Yeah, like what do
Do you want to hire the
want?
homeless that we
Yeah,
have on
let's
the
hire the
streets?
homeless.
That's a good idea, right?
Let's hire the
Well,
homeless.
listen, I was have been calling to get on this little waiting list for these supposed 4 top schools in HISD, right? Mm-hmm. And then I have to talk to Jackie from HTX Kids.
Jackie said,
and I
no,
said,
ma'am.
hey, so my neighbor told me these were the top 4. I was like, what do you think? And she's like, nope. And then she sends, like, she
got the receipts.
She said no to
Exactly.
all
She
of
got the
them.
receipts.
Except,
No
for,
to
except
all.
for River Oaks Elementary. That
Okay.
was the only one. She goes, if I had to tell you, fine, if you're going to send your daughter to public school, then out of the list that you just gave me, it's going to be River Oaks Elementary. And I said, okay, fine. Then I guess I'll make that my top one. And then the other ones are going to be second, third, fourth. But she didn't recommend them. Well, the one that I had for second, number 2, she just posted something about a teacher that left there to go to a Spring Branch ISD school, which is one of the better Spring Branch ISD schools, right? And now she's taking her agenda over there. And what I mean by that was she's creating a safe place, and she's doing the whole, that's what they call it now. It's a safe place for kids who want to transition or want to go through pronouns.
Can we just create a safe place for students to learn without getting shot in the motherfucking forehead? Can we do that? Can we agree to that?
No, they can't. This is more important.
But that's more important.
Of course.
See, this is
Teaching
what I'm
pronouns.
confused about.
Teaching pronouns is way more important.
Is anybody not mad that our taxpayer dollars are being used
no
to
one
wipe
is mad.
transgender asses?
No.
I mean, I love trans people, but that is not a necessity. Do we need to teach children to be open and understanding and
Of
not
course,
criticize
yes.
people for what they choose to look
course.
like or be? Yes. Mm-hmm. But I think it's more important that our kids can go to school and not be scared.
Just go to school, bro. I just want them to go to school and not have no teacher say, well, I don't know if today I'm going to be called a mix. That's the new one.
What's a mix? I'm so sick.
Mix. There's not miss, it's mix, right?
You mentioned
What's a
this to me.
mix?
Yeah, you even shine light on this to me.
What's a mix?
It's a nothing. It's so you don't really identify as miss or Mrs. I'm sorry, miss or Mr. It's a mix.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's
This is
MX,
what-
like the abbreviation from Mexico.
From Mexico.
The
yeah.
dumbing down
MX.
of America.
Oh,
It's hilarious.
It's so
awful.
fucking sad.
It's awful. I mean, just alone, I can't watch those videos of men on the street. How dumb
dude,
these
I
kids
love
are.
those.
I know, but some of them are like overwhelming. Like some of them are like
I'm alarmed, bitch. I'm concerned.
like
Have you seen the ones where he holds the clock, says what time is it? No, he holds a regular clock with the little hand, big hand, and it's like 1:50. And he's like, "Can you tell me what time it is?" And they're legit like, "Hold on." So I know the big arm is the hour. It's 10:01. I swear.
So I want to do a whole
done.
series where we react to those, Marissa.
I'm ready.
Yes.
So I want us to come in. I'm gonna do this wall over here in my
Can I
podcast
bring
room.
weed?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
And
Weed
I want us
cookies.
to react to these videos because
But
I
it's CBD.
seriously I can't anymore. Like
too much.
I cannot have Penny telling me that she doesn't know what she doesn't know what state Utah is in.
That one really stuck with you. You talked about that one on a live Al Cafecito time, I think, too.
Bro, they said, what state is Utah? And they're like, oh man,
Well, Utah is a state.
where
Ish.
man, see, I didn't pay attention in history class. Bitch, because it wasn't in history class. It was in geography class.
But some of the questions are so hilarious. They're so direct, and that's why it's even more funny. Like, hey, so what? How many states does the United States have? And they're like, oh, I know this one.
They said 52.
One said 100, and then the next follow up question
It's
was
50, right?
That's it. So then the follow up was like, all right, you know how many stars are on the flag? And they're like, yeah, 50. Like how many, or what do you think they represent? They're like, the number of cities in the
The
country.
number of days.
That's a good one, Marissa. Oh my God. You
The
know
number
what?
of days that shine
Now,
in the
you
sky.
know what, Marissa? If one
What?
of these little dumbasses did give that answer, I'd let it slide because
you know
that's the
what?
era
That's what
they're
they're being
living
taught.
in.
That's what they're being
Yes.
taught.
I would totally be like, all right. So that one kind of makes sense.
You know what? I get it. It's not your fault.
Yes,
it's not your
exactly.
fault.
That one would make sense because y'all think they is a thing. Like I'm supposed to call you a they if you want to identify as they. Hey, they. Bro,
Hey, they.
what's up, they?
Wow.
What's up, they, them? Because you identify as they, them, right?
Just be a
So what's
supportive
up,
mother
they,
like
them?
Jennifer Lopez and address
She
your
is so
child
silly.
appropriately.
She is so silly, too.
Can you do that,
She
please?
Or
makes
just
me
be
so mad.
like a Dwayne Wade dad, you know? Change your son's name and fully go, all out for that.
I saw a video, I think, that they said something like he has gone, like, people
It's
not
too much.
agreeing with him, but I didn't
Yeah.
know what it was. I didn't feel like clicking on it.
You didn't want to hear
but-
the chisme?
Huh?
You didn't want to hear the chisme?
And
I
is
just
it a
like-
girl being a boy?
I think
or
it's a
being-
boy
Boy
being
going
a
girl,
girl.
yeah.
All right,
But he's
okay.
dating a girl.
That
was a
that's
boy,
yeah.
right?
I didn't know that.
He was a girl being a boy now, right?
The girl-
His
They're
son?
both
This-
trans
They're both trans, but of the obviously.
of the opposite sex.
So his son's going to a girl, and his partner is a girl that went to a boy?
Yes.
Wow.
Google it, y'all. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I don't know. It's real
feel like that's what it
confusing.
was, but I think the partner
Look,
is also
for as much as you can agree with what's his name, HBO guy. We talk about him all the time on RPT. The guy the Jew,
Maher?
Bill Maher. You can't agree with everything Bill Maher says, but he made a really good point a couple weeks ago where he was like, "Look, in LA, there's dozens of these trans kids, and in Ohio, there's none. So either
Yeah.
we're making them, or something's happening here.
Yup, they're being manufactured.
They're either manufactured, or we're suppressing the ones in Ohio. Which one
Well,
seems
that's
more
like
likely?
that one little kid that supposedly went viral everywhere where the mom's like saying, we talked about this.
Oh, and he's
and
like, no, that's you. Why are you making us? Is that the one you're talking about?
that's another one. But I
Okay.
saw this was like a legit sit down interview they had.
Oh,
and
the one that looks like
mom's-
Beto
the
O'Rourke?
mom's-
Yes.
The
The one-
mom's, she's
She's like lipping,
she's like lipping it,
Yeah.
word for word.
Yeah. Yeah.
mouthing it. As I was like
Mouthing it, yeah. I said lipping it. She was
That's
fucking
something else.
lipping it,
That's
word
something
for
else.
fucking word.
I mean, it's kind of scary, don't you think?
That's scary, but parents do that shit to their kids, man. Whether it's to lie about if someone touched you or lie about this and tell the teacher that, and they all fucking do this to their children. That right there, though, that's scary.
That right there.
That right there.
Well, You know, listen, I don't know how we always end up with transgender conversations.
I do.
You bring it out of the soul.
Listen, this started with your appearance. And that is a part of appearance, right?
It's fucking insane.
Well, yeah, I guess if you want to switch, you want to look like the other party, right? You want to look like the other gender or whatever we're calling it.
I guess. Just to end this episode, so we can
Yeah.
go on to the
Exclusive Patreon.
The exclusive Patreon. Don't forget, guys, you can easily come over and join us on patreon.com/Her Lounge podcast. Come be a part of Her Lounge. Come be a Her soldier.
Her world
Her
soldier.
world soldier. You don't even know about that, guys. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the newsletter. We've got a bunch of shit to where, listen, you will get exclusive stuff via the newsletter before anybody else does. That means promo codes to new releases. You'll get what's dropping first. So a lot of cool stuff that you can do. And if you're a business wanting to become a sponsor or promote on our podcast, please reach out to us, herloungepodcast@gmail.com, and let's get this started. Let's shout you out.
What's before we go? When's the HERR mixer? The HERR First World mixer.
The HERR mixer, I believe, is next.
Where's it gonna be at?
Tuesday. It's
virtual.
virtual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a limit on how many people can join the mixer?
Well, we're gonna do
not
it exclusive. Or are we doing this one for the patrons or for everybody?
This one's actually going to be for all patrons, just to kind of see what
All
the Throw
patrons.
Us get.
Okay, cool, gotcha. All right, so I'm actually gonna test something I was telling So before this. So for everybody listening, there's an integration for Patreon, so we're gonna do it live inside of your Patreon apps, and it's just gonna be for the patrons. And I don't know if they want to. Maybe we'll let patrons into the live stream, but we're gonna test some things out, have some fun with it, you know.
So this will be a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, maybe we'll
through.
do an advice segment. I don't know what you guys have planned for it, but it should be fun.
I can't wait. So thank you guys for listening. Be sure to tell a friend about us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you guys next week.
Bye.